No.
Which one did you learn? Summer maintenance?
If you click on the summer,
26.
that'll be the pictures. The other document is the list that he provided y'all a printed copy of. Here you
Yes,
go.
indeed.
If you click on that tab right next to it, Chad already opened it.
All right.
That attachment at the top,
This one?
No, it's
the,
not.
the top, the attachment,
You're
I
right.
think they're good.
You're right.
that right there. Yeah.
All right, well, let's see, Ava and Miss Julie Mai, you put this together for me, so I don't know where they started there. We started at Port Island High, okay. So in the front office, we installed all new carpet. The other one was old, stained, even when I do like, get Stanley Steamer to come in, it wouldn't get it clean. This carpet was a little bit more expensive than normal. It's kind of what the go-to is now. It's made out of a polymer. It's not absorbent, so it looks like carpet, acts like carpet. It repels water. You spill something on it, you wipe it right up. It doesn't absorb into the carpet and it doesn't stain. So probably moving on, if I have to, we don't have much carpet in the district, but this is something that high traffic areas that I'll probably start going with. It's just one all be all and it's done. So we did that in the front office at Port Island High on both sides, when you walk in to the left and the right. In the cafeteria, we got cited, this was back when the school was built, back in the 70s. Apparently they built the school 2 years after all the ADA compliant stuff came out. We never knew about it. They came in, they cited us for it. So this doorway right here is this doorway right here. When you walked in, the sink was right here to wash your hands. They said that a person in a handicap, in a wheelchair, couldn't come in, not a big enough turning radius for them to get in and out. So we had to take that, I took it out, we moved it to the outside wall of the cafeteria, so now it has more room when you go into the door. So we upgraded that. We did it on both sides. This is the old band room in the high school. They were in need for more office space, so ever since we built the theater, that's where the band and all does their activities. This room was kind of, they just used it to practice dance in, which we have 2 gyms there and the stage in the theater, so we have plenty of room for them. So we made this 2 counselors' offices. Plenty big offices. We have big enough meeting space here. In that band room, there was a big storage room. So we converted that storage room. It already had a sink, so we converted that storage room into another lounge. So everybody in the whole school don't have to walk all the way to the front to get to the teacher's lounge. They have a sink in there now. They can add a refrigerator, tables, chairs, whatnot. So it gives the teachers more space.
On that one, it's also, so Port Allen High School has 2 counselors and 2 social workers, one's from Capital Area, one's from RKM. So our issue was the social workers were out in the skill center, so kids were going to visit the social worker, and they would leave the main campus it was kind of a far walk, and for monitoring purposes, it was better to keep the social workers in the main school. So we were able to get the counselors and social workers all in the main campus with the addition of these offices.
Also at Port Island High, they had a lot of where they hung pictures on the walls and whatnot, and the sheetrock was peeling off whenever they would pull the pictures off the walls. So we did a good bit of painting. This is from one hallway to the cafeteria, painted these walls blue. We put new partitions in the bathrooms, in the girls and boys' main restrooms in the buildings. Those were in need, so we swapped those out.
That was another ADA compliance.
Yeah.
We were cited for that. They didn't have the grab bars where they were supposed to be. Learned a lot about ADA compliance for restrooms and all of this.
Yeah, they'll test your patience.
They will.
Moving to Port Island Middle School, this is the band room in the back that sits by the old football field. The paint was starting to peel on the wall and whatnot, so we went ahead and cleaned all that up, repainted the band room. So now they're their band room's ready to go. Connor and me, this is the new school. This is the front of the new part, not just in the admin building. This is where you walk into the new school itself. This is the lobby in the new school. They just completed the lettering and all that last week. If you hadn't been through there yet, it's really, really nice. It's just you take the time to go walk through it. It's something to be proud of. This is in that same lobby as well. This is just the back side. This is also more pictures of the school, new furniture. Yeah, it's something to see.
All that furniture is really flexible. The teachers can move them into different groups, groups of 4, groups of 2, groups of 5. The teachers have a lot of options how they want to lay out their classroom. They have an open house September 2nd if y'all would like to go. I think that'd be a great night to visit the school for the parents. They'll be there September 2nd.
There's also some more photos of inside of the classroom. And this is a picture, kind of hard to see, but this is the cafeteria. Right now, the cafeteria is still being remodeled. So we put a temporary, permanent wall up that's divided in half right now while the work's being done. But all this side has been a new ceiling grid, new lights, new AC systems been put in. So right now, what's behind from taking that picture is still under construction, but we're good to go. No trouble with a lack of space for the kids for lunch and everything. So it's good to go. Port Allen Elementary did a good bit of painting over here as well. Painted the front doors. These hallways were, I would call it institutional gray. It was that darker gray. We put a lighter gray color in there with that blue stripe down the wall. We noticed a lot of areas like that. The kids walking with their backpacks and whatnot. That's where they would scratch the wall a good bit. So we put that stripe. We did that here and in Bruley, obviously we did red. But putting that stripe on the wall kind of hides the imperfections and scratches and whatnot. But it looks really nice. The principals love it. Teachers love it. It's been a good thing. Painted a couple classrooms over there as well. Also remodeled their teachers' lounge. It had the tile was chipped, peeling. The ceiling grid looked like it was about 30 years old. The bathroom, the toilet looked like a kid's toilet. Like it was just, the whole thing needed some work. So we redid the whole teachers' lounge. We created more space. They had a refrigerator here. We removed the ice maker, which you can't kind of see. We took it out, put it in another room, put the refrigerator where that's at. They used to have a table that could sit about 4 to 5 people, and that's all that they could do. So we put this L-shaped shelf in here, so now we can sit 6 or 7 easy at this counter and 4 or 5 at a table. I mean, they probably quadrupled what they could sit in their teacher's lounge. Put new cabinetry in there for them as well. You can't see it, but there's a shelf up here to put the microwave on that. They didn't have that before, so they just, without making the room bigger, we made it a whole lot more user-friendly and spacious for them. Caneview, put some more mulch in the kids' play pits, power washed. It's a fairly new school, didn't really need a whole lot of work, so to speak. I mean, we always use some, but it kind of got decorative with the sewer covers and manhole covers and whatnot, but so we let them have at it.
We cleaned up the landscaping in the parking lot too.
Yeah, I didn't have any pictures of that. I don't know if any of y'all have been out there lately familiar, but in the center, not sure why they ever done it, but in the islands between the gaps between the parking lot, there was palmettos that they planted out there. I don't know why you'd ever plant that. I mean, it's just, it got to where it was growing. The teachers would back up. It was rubbing against their car. Palmettos are real pointy and whatnot. You could scratch the cars up. So I took all that out. They had some, they're supposed to be decorative trees. They look like junk trees to me. Took all that out and just put sod down. So now we have grass in between the gaps. It looks a whole lot better out there. Bruley High School, we painted some classrooms here that needed it. Yeah, again, that's kind of a newer school, didn't really need a whole lot, and we've done some work in that area over the last several years.
And the art classroom got new tables for they needed big tables and benches. So because the classes are now a 90-minute block, the kids just had a stool before. Now they needed something with their back because that's a long time to be on a stool. So we replaced the art classroom furniture.
Brewley Middle School, this is, you'll notice if y'all make a trip by there, this wall used to be black. And it had the panther eyes on it. The school got tired of it, it was their idea. So they actually make it painted, and on this wall over here, they had pulled some signs down, again, pulled the sheetrock paper. Also, we repainted all of that, repainted the whole front. Now it's really a breath of fresh air when you walk in. It's brighter than having that dark wall when you walk in. So we did a good bit of painting over there.
We
This
took
was
that
in the
wallpaper
office.
down.
Yeah,
Terrible
those of you who saw
wallpaper.
that project. We took all that wallpaper out and painted it. It just looks a whole lot better. I usually don't do before pictures, but I wish I'd had a before picture of that. It was something to see. It wasn't on us.
No.
The school took it upon themselves to be creative, I'm gonna call it. Bruley Upper Elementary on the River Road, we had several buildings that were still painted orange. Some of the school was white, some of it was orange. We went ahead and painted everything on the exterior for it to match. So now it just has a cleaner look to it. Now that we redid all the windows in the school the last 2 summers, painted the outside, it's looking a lot nicer. Here's a recent picture as of today of the gym. As y'all probably may or may not recall, when we had the termite problem, they got into the bleachers, they had to remove all the bleachers out. We got into some of the court, we had to remove the court. So this is where we're at right now. This is all the subfloor. Right now, we're waiting for the new floor to come in. It should be in, I'm being told, possibly this week, material to come in so we can start laying the new floor in here. So they'll have a new gym floor here in the next couple weeks.
Y'all took up our floor?
Yes.
The price came in good enough that we could do a whole floor.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's gonna look good. We're gonna do their logo in the middle there and then do aluminum bleachers, like the 3-step bleachers, just not to have the wood on the side there.
So you said that's upper, Bruley Upper Elementary? Okay.
Yeah, that's the one on the River Road.
Oh, okay.
But they do use it for like AAU and basketball, so, we did wanna put a floor that could be used for, basketball. So that's why we did the wood floor. But we got a good price on that.
Yeah, actually kind of surprised both of us when we got that number in. Bruley Elementary, did some painting in here as well. Touched up the library, front office. Let's see. Yes, this is kind of an example of what we're doing on the Bruley side. The elementary schools painted is that same gray, but putting a red stripe instead of the blue stripe. It just kind of decorates the halls a little bit. This is the area where they had a big shelf, a big row of teachers' mailboxes. The guys moved that to another area of the school, so we had to painted this wall, painted their break room. Also, I restriped the parking lots out there. They were getting faded, couldn't see the lines anymore, the handicap spots. So we had that restriped about a week or 2 ago. Lukeville, we fixed they had this brick column, part right here was cracked. We had this repaired. Then we did some painting on here, just try to spruce it up a little bit. Right now, they're in the process of putting a new roof on the 2nd grade building. If y'all passed by there, y'all probably seen them working out there. That's in the works. Career Academy, I had to restripe the parking lot over here as well. We had a delivery truck take down this gutter and awning over here that we didn't have to pay for, but we did have to get it fixed. So we got that taken care of. Here at the school board office and the student services building, I repainted all the curbs in the parking lot. These all have got real faded and dried. And here's a sign of what the Port Allen Middle School will be, once we finish the second phase at the new school, this is gonna be our early college and STEM academy. So we kind of put a sign out there, let everyone know that it's, what's coming, what we're gonna be doing with the school, once we combine the two. So that's all the pictures I have, and the rest that don't have pictures are on the list that I handed out to you. So if you have any questions, feel free to shoot.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you for everything.
Busy.
It's been very busy.
So when is the next phase, when, have they started the, middle school over by Con?
Yes, they're driving pylons this week. We drove pylons, I think a week or two ago for the gym.
They poured that foundation.
Yeah, yes. I've been out a week, I've been sick.
Yeah.
So I missed all
I've been
last week.
watching.
Yeah, it's coming along.
It's my little route.
But yes, we're in that process and everything's on schedule. So it can't be done quick enough.
I hear you.
It does look nice. I passed that the other day.
Yeah.
Well, in the next couple of months, I've asked Ms. Bro to come and share what our plans are for the Early College and STEM Academy. Right now, we have 4 dual, that front building is 7 classrooms plus a library, plus we have the gym. So we'll have our dual enrollment for our advanced dual enrollment, juniors and seniors, those courses there. Chemistry dual enrollment, physics, our math, it's going to be offered there. And then we'll also have our STEM engineering program, and we're developing a STEM computer science program. So with all the work in AI and programming and coding, we really wanted to dive into that. And then the gym will turn into, we're going to create our own robotics field. So right now, our kids are having to go to Livingston and other places to go practice, because it takes a lot of space for those, Ms. Lyons, you probably know. It's a lot of space, so we'll be able to have our own dedicated space for both Bruley and Port Allen to compete and practice with their robots, and all of our STEM competitions will be housed there. We're very excited. It's going to give us a lot of space to do all of that. And we're really trying to promote more physics. So right now, we only have one section at each school, but they're not taught by certified teachers at both schools. So we're trying to get a certified physics program that's going to partner with our engineering, really trying to promote more of that with our high school kids. Very excited. We have a lot of things in store.
I was asked about, would they ever be bringing back home economics, like sewing
We have that.
or cosmetology?
We have both. So we have food and nutrition, family and consumer science. Ms. Klein Peter teaches that. Yeah, we can't call it that anymore, but family consumer science, facts, and food and nutrition. Ms. Klein Peter teaches it at Bruley High, and then we have cosmetology and culinary at our career academy if the kids want to advance in their junior senior year. Yes, ma'am. So,
More focused,
yes.
different area.
And they'll earn a Pro Start certification if they want to go into, get a culinary certification.
All right, that was informational only. We don't need to take any action, so we will move on to agenda item number 2. Consideration and action regarding the purchase of 2 tracts of land located at 6157 Highway 1 South and 3054 Loopville Lane in Bruley, Louisiana. Chandler?
And I'll ask Chad to help me out with this. Chad, if you don't mind coming up, you can fill in the gaps. So we stumbled upon this. I think the Lord kind of opened something for us with this. So y'all know 2 years ago when we approved going for the bond money, we started Con. We did all of our football fields at both of our high schools and put in turf. We've done new roof projects at Bruley Middle. We've done work at Port Allen Elementary. One of the big projects we had planned was for a new gym and cafeteria at Lukeville. I think the term is cafetorium, where it's also, a stage and all that kind of thing. So we had been designing that for the last year. We had, I'll show you this map. We did encounter some issues with the design. So this is Lukeville. We were going to build the new facility here. If you can see Lukeville, it's a very tight campus. There's not much parking. The driving for parents and for carpool is difficult. We have buses that come in off the service road here. We were really limited to only this spot. This also would take playground space away from the kids. We also found out with the parish, we met with them, we would have had to put in retention ponds because of the flooding at Lukeville if we were to build this. So we were designing. We were gonna move forward with this. The projected cost was gonna be about $7 million. It was gonna be pricey. But we found out, and they're here with us today, Chad spoke with Todd, Mr. Berthelot there, and we found out that the GIS former Sun building is now on the market. And we would like to consider purchasing that. So board members, I emailed all y'all the information on this, and I'll kind of let Chad fill in, and then we'll talk about the appraisals that we have.
Right, so yeah, I spoke with them. We're in the middle of the design phase here. I believe it'd be crazy if we didn't act on this property. For multiple reasons. One, you're obtaining more property. Two, their building structure that they have now is already, we measured it, walked through it. The structure for a gym is there. We don't have to come from the ground up with a new structure, with a new gym. It's gonna take money to renovate it, but the structure is there. Also, one thing that we may or may not know, right now in LA1, that is a school zone. DOTD, we met with DOTD, the reason why that is a school zone is because the way Lukeville currently is situated and the buses back up onto the service road, that because the buses back up on the service road makes that a school zone on LA1. They said if we could get the buses off of the service road, they could remove the school zone off of LA1. So our plan would be, if we were to acquire the building from them, have buses to leave the Bruley Upper on the River Road, come up Lukeville Lane, and we would have to, with work, we would reroute the buses coming into the campus, and therefore buses would no longer be on the service road and next to the highway. They come up from Lukeville Lane. We'd probably tear down some of their existing structure. That would give us room for the buses to make a bus lane. We would have the room to add the cafeteria that we was wanting to add on the new building. Make the gym that we wanted on the new building. It would provide a decent amount of more parking spots for the school. It's just a win-win-win. I don't see any downfall to this. And we obtain the property, and we don't have to use the little bit of property that we have left on that campus. So I vote yes.
So we got, Mr. Berthelot got an appraisal, that's the red one, but so Cook and More. Now, it does not include Dockside Seafood there on the corner, but his appraisal came in at 1.6. With Dockside Seafood, they're asking 1.75, 1,750,000. We walked through the building with our architects and wanted to know, okay, what can we really feasibly do with this facility? And we asked our architects to get another appraisal. Trust you, but we just wanted to do our homework. So we had another appraisal done, and we didn't really want to share this with them, but ours came in for higher. So it came in at 2.375. I asked Evan, our attorney, what are we allowed to do? The board is allowed to accept anything between these two appraisals. So if they're asking $1,750,000, we can accept that, even because it's between those two appraisals that we have. As long as they're within 6 months. One was in May, and this one that we just got with the architects was in the last month. So that is the asking price. I think we would be getting it for a deal. On the Bruley side, it's right next to a school that we know we're landlocked. It doesn't flood, and it's everything that we're going to want it to be. And then the also cool thing is we can phase this. So y'all know the projects are costing more money to do facility projects. We found that out with Con. It came in about $4 million more than what we wanted it to come in at. But we could do phase one, which is just renovation, cut down. The back half of the building probably does need to go, and then we would renovate and put a gym there. That would be $2 to $3 million. And then we could do phase two, which would be the new cafeteria, but we don't have to do it right away, which would give us a little bit of time to add more money to the building fund to pay it as we go. So no new debt, which would be great. We think it's a win-win.
So the current cafeteria would be used just for like a stage purpose or gymnasium?
We'll keep the current cafeteria it's fine for how we use it, but the campus does need new classroom space, additional classrooms, so we would turn that eventually into more classroom space, special education spot. The campus is growing, they do need more classrooms.
And we did determine we had enough money left in the bond issue to
So,
cover most of this.
yes, sir, I have that on the finance committee. After this, we have, Jared's projecting about 2.1 million in the bond money after Con. So we do have the funds available now to purchase this.
From a number standpoint, as our property sits right now with nothing on it, to build a structure to what they have now would probably, I don't have any hard numbers, but it'd probably be at or probably a little bit more after you do your site work, drainage work, your structural steel, to get everything that they have already would probably cost us a little bit more than what they're asking for their building. Let's keep that in mind.
So, and maybe this would be a question for Matt, but to convert this building to how we would want to use it, it would save us money than starting from ground up.
Lots of money.
Yes.
Exactly.
Lots of money.
And we obtaining more property connected to our existing property.
Well, the fact that we're finding out you gotta add more, like that retention bond, that price keeps going up and up and up. You get this property, you get the building, you can save money.
Right.
Yeah.
No brainer.
The system needs property on that side there, coastal anyway, so that's.
Just to make a motion?
I'm ready.
All
And
right.
then I have a question too.
Yes, ma'am.
Are we getting rid of the dockside deli or it's gonna stay there?
She's gonna work it, that's what
Well, no, I mean, it's kind of just right there because I was observing the property as I passed.
Yeah, it won't stay. I don't know if y'all have any interested parties in it.
No, it won't stay. I mean, all of the facilities come with the property. They'll move in there. They'll move out the equipment, and their specialty stuff. But all the facilities come with the city.
So we'll have a little storage shed if we want it. Is that what you're saying?
No,
I had to guess,
it won't stay.
we're gonna get rid of it too, whatever's left.
High school students could work it in our
Right.
culinary program, but it's no, it won't stay. But it also, just the parking and the parent events, I mean, we could use this lot across the street for more parking. This opens up a world of possibilities for us.
So you need a motion?
So wait, 1,750,000 is where,
1,750,000. 1,750,000, which between the two appraisals, we're still on the good end of this. On the good end.
It's a no-brainer.
I'd like to make a motion, we accept this.
all right, have a motion by Bert, have a second by Doc. Is there any public comment? Is there any more board comment? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Mr. Fiskus?
Yes.
Ms. Cluott?
Yes.
Dr. Walker?
Yes.
Mr. LeBlanc?
Yes.
Ms. Evans?
Yes.
Ms. Grace? I don't know why she's on here. Mr. Schutz?
Yes.
Ms. Bajon?
Yes.
Mr. David?
Yes.
Motion passes. Thank y'all very much. We
Thank you.
Greatly appreciate the opportunity. That's, it's gonna be a blessing for the school system.
That's huge.
Motion to adjourn. Motion by Blue, second by Doc, all in favor? Aye. Motion
Key
passes.
word, Doc.
Thank y'all very much.
Yeah, thank y'all very much.
Appreciate it.
Good seeing you.
That was with the, whatever that was you was asking about.
Thank you. Go back to sleep.
You got?
I've been in bed since Wednesday of last week.
Oh, great, so you come in here to contaminate all of us.
Pass the stuff around.
Appreciate that.
Don't touch Chad's hand out.
All right, let's see, what's next?
All right, we're gonna go to Finance Committee now.
Now how we pay for it.
I need y'all to approve how we're gonna pay for it, so, but we do have money in bonds.
Yes, indeed.
You're part of us, Miss Evans.
What's that?
First string.
Call Alice. Oh, yeah, it's being that
I
one.
thought we got to negotiate the price on that last thing.
We
I thought we got
feel
to go
very
back and forth,
negotiated.
make it exciting.
That's up a good thing.
That's in what our appraisal, so.
You want to go back and forth?
I was ready to hear it sign and paper.
Yeah.
Now, let's get it going.
That's a good thing.
Tell me when you're ready, baby. Y'all ready? All right, what is it? I'd like to call the meeting to order, Finance Committee, August 11th, 2026. Let's dispense with the pledge and do a roll call.
Mr. Fiskus?
Here.
Ms. Cluott?
Here.
Dr. Walker?
Here.
Mr. LeBlanc?
Here.
Ms. Evans?
Here.
Ms. Grace? Mr. Schutz?
Here.
Mr. Moranto? Ms. Bajon?
Here.
Mr. David?
Here.
All right, agenda item number one, receive and review Head Start Director's monthly report. You got an attachment, pull it up, and I think Chandler's gonna pull it up on the screen.
I believe all of our spots, are they filled? All of our,
Down here?
I think
Probably
so.
so.
Pre-K and Head Start, if they're not filled, we're probably one seat away. I mean,
When do they start?
they've done really well. They're
started.
phasing in now.
Yeah, my little great niece started.
Only thing, Chandler, I would suggest a CMAT would help, is they wait till the last minute to take the last applications. Like, they just took in the last ones at the end of July. They got parents waiting. And I talked to Crystal about it, and she said it's basically for people who know they qualify for it because they're below the poverty level, and they wait till the last minute. Well, couldn't we put a deadline on it?
We could. The problem is, we're only allowed to take so many over-income spots. And we wait. We try to give it's a low socioeconomic program first. So we try to fill as many spots with that. We go round and round in our office with it, okay, how can we get those spots filled first? And then give the over-income spots, because those are the ones on the waiting list.
Right.
And it's, Port Allen fills first. It's filled first. I've been here 4 years now. It fills first every time. Caneview is a struggle. They're always the latest. And Bruley Elementary first started last year. We've seen they're just trickling in. It's not coming as quickly. The only way that I know around it is a universal pre-K program, that we would do it for all kids. The problem is it's cost.
Couldn't fund it. We'd have to fund it.
we would have to fund it. And then you wouldn't be able to charge, basically, anybody that would qualify, if they can fit as low income, we can put them in one of those spots. We wouldn't be able to charge for those that are above income. So it would have to be just universal. Other parishes have gone to a universal. I would love to explore it, but it's cost. It's just cost. And you'd have a maximum number of seats, and you'd fill them, no matter what. But I don't know any other way around it. Miss Supple, she was principal at Brewley Elementary for 12 years. She said it was always difficult. We try to help our staff members to leave a spot if they are a staff member, but sometimes that doesn't work out either. But it's tricky. I hate people being on a waiting list because then they'll go to private school or somewhere else, and I don't want that. But just trying to get people to come in quicker.
And Holy Family does want it. They want to know.
Right.
I mean,
They were struggling to get their numbers up this year
struggling.
as well. I don't struggle in Port Allen. We fill those spots quick. Brewley Elementary, I think we have 7 pre-K classes and 4 Head Start.
6 pre-K, right?
I thought, it was 7. It went down to 6 last year, yeah. Yeah,
That's unheard of.
I know, that's weird. I don't know why. That's the only number that, like, the only class that we're down in our numbers. We have 4,152 kids enrolled in the system right now. So that's good. Head Start through 12th grade.
What was it last year, do you know?
I think we ended the year with 4,000, something around there. It was less than 4,100.
And what's the number for this year?
So far, I was gonna have it for y'all officially next week on my superintendent's report, but right now we're at like 4,152 Head Start through 12th grade, which is I'm happy with the number. We're down a little bit in our early childhood at Brewley Elementary and kindergarten at Brewley Elementary. Everywhere else seems pretty stable.
Any more questions from the board? Audience? Okay, this is all just informational, so we'll move on. Maybe we'll move on. All right. Agenda item number 2, consideration of request for approval of the updated Head Start Family Advocate and Head Start Associate Degree and Uncertified Teacher Salary Schedule. Jared?
These here are the new schedules that we had to create because of the COLA that was given by the Office of Head Start for. And it's strictly only for the family advocates that are degreed and non-degreed, and for the Head Start teachers that are either associate's degrees or they're degreed non-certified. And the COLA was only like 0.6%, so we went ahead and put it into the salary schedule. It's probably like about $200 a year more for every step.
So, for example, the Head Start teacher, now this is the ones with associates or they're non-certified, went from a starting salary of $33,141 to $33,351. And then the same for the family advocate if they're non-degreed. Now, if they're certified, we pay them as certified teachers. $39,254, that went to $39,503. So this is just the cost of living adjustment that we got from the federal government.
And it will be paid by the Head Start fund. It won't be paid by any general funds of the school system.
Okay, a motion. Okay. Got a motion by Alden, second by Haley. Let's do a roll call, please.
Mr. Fiskus?
Yes.
Ms. Kluwat?
Yes.
Dr. Walker?
Yes.
Mr. LeBlanc?
Yes.
Ms. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Schutz?
Yes.
Ms. Bajon?
Yes.
Mr. Davidson?
Yes.
Any questions from the audience?
I have a question, somebody asked me, teachers, because that's on that, the hourly pay, didn't the state say we have to pay at least $40 an hour?
For certificated.
Yeah, okay,
If
because
they
somebody
work
was asking
additional.
me, because they're like, oh, we only get 20.
No, paras are 20.
Okay. Thank you, sorry.
I want to say they get 30 if I'm remembering right. I
Head
think.
Start,
Head Start.
yeah, the
That are not-
uncertified,
Certified teachers should get 40,
right.
and that's for trainings as well?
Anything that we require them to attend and like, outside their normal contractual day.
Okay, thank you, I'll let them know.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, agenda item number 3, consideration of request for approval of the updated student fees policy. That's policy JS. Jared.
The only thing we were changing on this policy was the wording where it had cash or check.
Oh, do y'all have the other document?
No, I did not vote that one.
Okay, hold on one second. Sorry, Jared wrote it in his nice handwriting, but I wanted to give y'all an official. Hold on one second. Let me get it.
Sorry.
No, it's no problem. This is it, okay. He's got nice handwriting, but we wanted to give y'all a typed version. So this is the policy stayed the same. The only thing that we would like to change is on the appendices at the end. There in green.
Yeah, we were changing cash and check to where we use the school cash online system that we have at our schools now, or the point of service devices that we have at our schools where you can tap and pay with a credit card. But we also did say if the fee is over $100, we could still accept a cashier's check or a money order. It was just trying to get to where all the schools are cashless now with everything, as much as possible.
We've been going cashless for now the last 3 years. So this, we gave 2 years kind of as a, we accepted both. This year we would like to go cashless. Now, if it's over 100, just because of fees and stuff, we will still accept cashier's check or more money order.
And for the first year of going to school cash at a point of service devices, they had about 80% participation, which was a pretty good number with everything.
Questions, board? Questions by the audience?
I do. I know you'll probably have a small amount of parents or grandparents that are not, they're illiterate, especially older ones, about going online. Are y'all still making that available? So maybe not even at the school, but come to the school board and paying fees or something with cash or something else that's available for those grandparents, especially grandparents that are raising kids. I don't know if that, I would think that'd be, because I heard, because I was at the high school and y'all had implemented where they couldn't get the schedule until they paid the fee. And one grandparent that brought their, I don't know how they related or whatever, but this is ridiculous. This is like they were, yes. I don't know how to do that. What do you do?
Well, we do have waivers in place if that's needed for like an economically
Well, it's
disadvantaged.
not economic, it's just they're illiterate to getting online and how to do it. Like, I know my dad, he wouldn't. I had to help him after my mom died. He still doesn't know how to do the phone and do all this stuff. That's what I'm just saying. The option to come in to, I guess, the school board, if there isn't, because there is a lot of grandparents taking care of their kids' kids.
We accept that all at the school. So a cashier's check or a money order.
You're still accepting?
Yeah, that could be accepted for larger payments.
I mean, any kind of payment, even if it's small, or, you know what I'm talking about?
Basically, I guess, can they come to school
I
and
mean,
pay for
if
it?
they want to buy an ID, because their schools or anything, if they can come
have
to
to be
the
an
school board and make
exception.
that available, because I know I've seen it.
I guess if the principals and the schools can take that on a case by case, but as a general rule, we're trying to remove cash because of theft, because of issues just with auditing procedures. And this is really a push from the legislative, well, let me finish. This is just really a push with the legislative auditors as well. When they come and audit us, they are trying to get us to remove cash. I don't know if just in the news, in St. Mary Parish, they had a school employee that stole $300,000. And we're just trying to remove that as even I don't want kids, yeah.
I can understand your point because older people do have trouble with all the technology we use today.
Y'all watch that older people.
I'm sorry, I'm probably the oldest person in the room. Thank you very much. Oh, wait. Sorry, I will be on
think
the new
there's-
board. I'm already thinking ahead.
The biggest thing is between the schools
There's-
itself, right?
Right, there's always exceptions to any rule when you have, we deal with people. So I understand that, but as a general rule, we don't want to accept cash. So we do work with, we have people that are homeless. We have people that are migrant. We have all sorts of students in our schools.
Situations.
So, we'll take those unique situations into consideration. Definitely. I would suggest that at the school, not necessarily at central office, because we don't have access to their individual accounts like that. But, yeah, to answer your question, yes, we can make exceptions at the school level,
Case by case.
case by case. But as a general rule, this is how we'll operate, yeah. Make sense?
Oh,
Yeah.
a lot of sense, if you've been on the board long enough and seen some of the things, and, yeah, makes tons of sense.
And you can say probably 95% of the people have debit or credit cards.
Right.
Oh, yeah, they can go to Walmart.
And we've also, all the fees, we've absorbed fees. We don't pass that on to parents now. So the fees are included in part, or the credit card fee is part of the fee that we, or whatever we're charging. Does that,
Yeah, so just say if it was a $5 charge, the school might get $4.75, whatever that cost is. The fee goes and the school gets that portion instead of charging the $5 plus the fee.
Right.
so we absorb that, so the parent, that's not being passed on to the parent.
More questions? Okay, we're gonna need a motion. Matt, second by Terry. Roll call?
All right, Mr. Fiskus?
Yes.
Ms. Kluwat?
Yes.
Dr. Walsh?
Yes.
Mr. LeBlanc?
Yes.
Ms. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Schutz?
Yes.
Ms. Badgerall?
Yes.
Mr. Dagerpon?
Yes.
All right, agenda item number 4, if approved by the Facilities Committee, which it was, consideration of request to use bond funds for the purchase of 2 tracts of land located at 6157 Highway 1 South and 3054 Lukeville Lane in Brewley, Louisiana.
Motion.
Dr. Smith.
The only thing that yeah, this is going to be quick. Just as, if we could include as part of the minutes that y'all would allow the board president to sign any paperwork for the deal once approved by the attorneys.
Yep.
We all good?
Yeah.
Audience, we all good? All right. Give me some motions. Got a motion by Terry, second by Alden. Let's do a roll call.
Mr. Fiskus?
Oh, sorry, Burke.
Yes.
Ms. Kluwat?
Yes.
Dr. Walsh?
Yes.
Mr. LeBlanc?
Yes.
Ms. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Schutz?
Yes.
Ms. Badgerall?
Yes.
Mr. Dagerpon?
Yes.
All right. Agenda item number 5, consideration request for approval of monthly expenditures and financial reports for June of 2026. Jared.
All right, good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
I'll start off, as always, with the sales tax report. As you can see, it was pretty close to what we collected at July of 25 of last year. It was down about 6%, but it was still in the 900,000 range. And from what we have been told the other day, we were at an ITEP meeting, Dr. Smith and I, that they have 2 projects coming in to West Baton Rouge Parish. I want to say that Exxon is doing some tank work at their lube plant.
Yeah.
And Community Coffee is looking to expand at the Con factory, the warehouse on a Commercial Drive. So those projects have started, I believe, already. So we should probably see an uptick in sales tax collection starting now. Because I think the ITEP numbers they gave was like maybe $4 million a year more for the time of the Exxon project, and like an extra $1 million a year for the Community Coffee project at the Con warehouse. So that's $5 million, and we collect close to 40% of that money. I think we collect like 38% because of the fact now that Tony Clayton and the judicial district have that 0.25% tax. So we collect 2 of the 5.25 of the taxes. So that's probably about an extra 2.5, $3 million a year for the next 3 years that we'll collect.
Cool. So those ITEPs start August 1st, so we should start seeing that on our sales tax report.
David and I approved that.
The community coffee. Thank you.
Y'all owe us.
Thank you for the expansion.
All right, and the next report I have is the other fund report for June of 2026. As you can see, we still have decent fund balances across all of our funds. contingency fund that's almost 8 million. We have the building fund that's almost at 11 million, and the EFID is still at 4.5. So I can remember some years when these funds were down, the EFID and the two property tax millages were like in the hundreds of $1,000s ranges. So we do have good revenues and surpluses across of all of our funds. And if anybody has any other questions, and looking at the reports, I'll be definitely glad to answer for you.
And that building, the 2 million there spent, that's to pay on the bond?
That was the bond, yes, sir.
So that's what we'll pay for the next 18, 19 years?
Somewhere in that range, yes, sir.
So we'll keep building that building fund up and then just pay that 2 million a year.
And possibly now, because of the sales tax, and maybe for a couple of years, we won't have to go to the building fund. We might be able to use the general fund because of the excess that we'll have in the EFID and the general fund.
That would be
So that'd
good.
be something we can look at as the year progresses.
Sure is nice, isn't it? After all these years, finally gotten to this point, so.
And I'm gonna do my best to keep it up.
There you go, Haley. Thank you.
Thank y'all for being good stewards.
I know when I first came here, like I said before, I think we had 10, 11 million was our surplus number, and that's been 15 years ago.
Yeah.
So we have been good stewards of the taxpayer money. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
Do we need anything on the financial report?
There's really nothing different. It's just the fact that we had extra payrolls because of the end of the year. I guess we could point to one thing if you wanted, Chandler, if you wanted to scroll down to it at the bottom, is look at the local transfers that come from our MFP. We're almost at $2 million that's getting taken from our MFP dollars. That's going to charters and other schools throughout the state of Louisiana. And it's crazy that it's gotten that high with everything. Wow. I just can't believe that there's that many students that are going to other schools
Right.
that claim that they live in West Baton Rouge Parish.
How, it's a charter, you don't have to live in a district?
You do. They have an address here in West Baton Rouge.
We don't even have a charter though.
No, they can go to Key Academy, they could go to a Iberville charter, they could go to UVA, they could go to any charter outside of us, and the state deducts our MFP.
Do we have
From the
any
local.
students incarcerated that we have to pay for? Don't we pay for that too?
We do have a little bit that goes to juvenile justice. I know it's not a lot. I think it might be 1 or 2 kids that I know I've seen on the MFP schedule, but they do take a little bit from them.
How many students does that equate to?
That's probably,
This,
you could say
I
about
think we get
4.
about 15,000 a kid.
It's close to that number, yeah.
15?
Because they take your local money besides the state MFP money from you. They take the local factor that's in the MFP besides the MFP money.
Sounds like we need to hire somebody to go check and see, because it might be cheaper to hire somebody to go see what's going on.
Did you say 15,000 a kid?
Can't do
Yeah,
that.
they take your local money besides the state.
We were told we couldn't do it.
Yeah, sometimes it's questionable on some of the addresses that are used. I don't know that we're even allowed to audit. I don't know if we can,
think you are.
their charters. And there's like 50 charters that this is not, it's not just a handful of schools. This is a lot of schools.
Incredible.
that, Yeah.
So do we actually pay it or they just deduct
They
it?
just take it from we just don't see it, but they make us show it in our financials. They make you book MFP revenue and book that. Why do they make you do that? I don't get it, but that's the state law.
So maybe the committee revamping the MFP might consider changing this up a bit.
Hopefully so,
I'm
for
going
sure.
to that on August 13th. Yeah.
Bring that up, put it on your little list.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We hope to do some good work. on that.
Wow.
Because I can imagine with us, if it's like that, I can imagine what some of those big districts, I bet it's probably
We have good
20,
schools.
25 million
Yeah, we
probably.
do.
And we're more locally funded than MFP, so thank goodness. But they still deduct our local money too.
And that's pretty much all I have, Mr. LeBlanc. I just wanted to point that out to everybody.
Questions from the board?
Question on something else. Do we have many students homeschool?
We do. Yes, sir. We get a homeschool list. Typically, from what I've noticed, it's more for religious reasons when they choose to do so. But we do. We get some homeschool. Not many.
Funds deducted from our account.
Well, we don't get the MFP funds from them when they drop from us, but they don't take money. They don't take money away. We just don't get the funds for those students.
Anything from the audience? Questions? Okay, I need a motion. Motion by Doc, second by Haley. Roll call, please.
Mr. Fiskus?
Yes.
Ms. Kulot?
Yes.
Dr. Walker?
Yes.
Mr. LeBlanc?
Yes.
Ms. Evans? Mr. Schutz?
Yes.
Ms. Badgerall?
Yes.
Mr. Dayton?
Yes.
Okay, we got agenda item number 6, consideration request to approve the Executive Order 26-047, teacher and support staff stipend, and extend to all employees. Chandler?
Oh, good. Sorry, my internet's
Spinning.
working great. Yeah.
Finally just came up.
Spinning too.
So this is the executive order from the governor. I want to pull this up. I know we've talked about it this summer. We do have an option, and I want to present it to y'all, but I think if y'all are going to think like I do, you're going to choose to allocate the stipend. So while this is thinking, we do give 2 stipends already. We give a recruitment retention. Now, we withhold, we take that back if somebody leaves us during the school year, which has happened. I think we had less than 10 employees that happened with last year, but we do withhold that from their last check. So there is strings attached to that money. Now, the 13th check that y'all allocate in December, that is a stipend used with sales tax funds that we allocate to all employees. So that could count towards this. This is the scenarios. So this was released in August from the state. So you have scenario 1 meets the threshold. August, the board adopts a 26-27 budget and salary schedule to include a stipend or pay raise of at least $2,000 for teachers, $1,000 for support staff. That's option 1. Option 2, you fall short of the threshold, you adopt a budget and salary schedule and include a stipend or pay raise, but it is less than $2,000 or $1,000 for support staff. What you're going to have to do with the board is the board will have to pay the difference, the remainder of that stipend. The third option is no increase provided. So the adopted 26-27 budget and salary schedule do not include a stipend or pay raise. Then, by no later than May 1st, the board must pay $2,000 to teachers and $1,000 to support staff. Of course, that's done by May 1st. So we do have a 13th check. My fear is if we say, well, we already do this stipend, let me reduce that. How are the teachers going to view that?
Negative.
Yes. So it's up for discussion.
So just reducing the amount we give them on that 13th check?
So let's say we gave $1,200, like we've done the last 3 years in December. We could give a stipend for $800, and together that would be the $2,000. I just know teachers are going to.
I just feel like we're just gonna have to give the stipend, and then when we get around to November, really just have a serious discussion about what we can afford to do then, I don't think there's a way around that.
So we're going to.
It's not a good way around.
Right. We're going to present to y'all a budget next week for the new fiscal year. It is a deficit budget of about $450,000. Now, we're being very conservative on the sales tax revenue. We did not include the 2 ITEPs that we know got approved.
We actually spoke with Mr. Manola's office, and we asked him, is this number a fair number? And he said, for the time, yes, but that was before we knew about the ITEPs. We budgeted like $11.5 million per 1 cent, and he said that was fair.
And then we have Chris Guerin coming next month. We do have 2 properties coming off the books, 2728 and another one in 2829. Okay. The Dow storage facility. We do have revenue for the foreseeable future increasing. So I don't foresee this being an issue doing the stipend. I do want y'all to know we did have competition this summer. EBR gave a pay raise. They've started teachers now at 56,000. They beat us. Iberville beats us. Westfall has a $7,000 stipend that they're giving all employees with the data center. I don't want money to get in the way of, us losing employees. I don't want to lose employees because of money. Our office would like to, we've budgeted for us to give the whole stipend. Now, we have to do it by May 1st, so we asked to do that in April. Because if an employee leaves us, I don't have to pay them the stipend. They're not our employee any longer. But, so our suggestion is to pay this in April, the executive order stipend, the 2,000, 1,000, and we budgeted to do it for all employees. This is concerning to me that the state did not include all positions. They didn't include principals, assistant principals, counselors, nurses. We didn't feel that was equitable. We wanted to include all those employees.
Even people on sabbatical, do we even have anybody on sabbatical?
I don't think so.
No.
Yeah, I don't think they deserve this.
I can't remember the last time anybody was on sabbatical.
But we did want to include speech therapists and the specialists and the counselors and the school nurses and pre-K teachers, and it would be a culture killer if we didn't.
Well, I mean, since I've been on the board, I find most of the expenses obviously are just taking care of your school. So we have a bunch of new schools, we have a lot of things I'm pretty sure there are gonna be things we need to tidy up here or there, but for the most part, I think we should be close to taking care of our school. So hopefully that's some expenditure that we won't have in the future, to knock off, some of these things.
Right. We've done a lot of facility work the last 3-4 years. So Chad is looking forward to a little bit of a break. I mean, we'll do the necessary maintenance and upkeep.
That's what I'm saying, but as far as that's less expenditure on
We can defer
windows
any of
and-
those big projects.
windows and just everything, we've tidied up our schools in a lot in the last 2 or 3 years.
And we do have some outstanding legal about the windows at Brewley Upper. We are following through with that lawsuit to get our funds back from.
Did y'all find the man?
Yes.
Oh.
We're working on that case as we
But if you
speak.
go school by school, a lot of them are looking really good.
They look really good.
So, I know there's probably some inside work that may need to be taken care of from just some schools being old, but maybe that's some expenditures we won't have to worry about in the past because we've taken care of them already.
Right.
Now, I'm not saying we need to spend that money on something else, but
No.
if we happen to give these stipends out,
but-
we happen to give these stipends out, maybe there's some way we can save in the future.
Right.
I say we don't have much of a choice. You're sitting there with Westfield, East Baton Rouge, Iberville, eating us up. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
So that would be our recommendation, is to fund for all staff as we have the last 3 years, 2,000 for certificated, 1,000 for support, and to be paid out in April. Before Easter is what we're thinking.
Maybe after Easter, make sure they come back.
So any more questions? Audience?
When I was just talking about some more money coming in, I was sitting through a meeting, it might have been a month ago now or whatever, and I know property tax wise, something that would be good for y'all is, I'm almost positive they approved one of the new filings in that neighborhood down Court Street, but I think they're gonna be approving a second filing into that neighborhood that's gonna bring a ton of new houses right there. But I know that, I'm almost positive they approved the first new filing, because they've almost already sold all of the lots that were in the filings they've already done. And they brought, a whole map of the 2 new filings that they're asking. And I think the council approved one of them. I'm not 100% positive about the second one, but that's gonna bring a ton of new houses, property tax wise, for y'all in that neighborhood alone.
Yes.
We'll take it.
All right.
I think the kid has something to say in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a question.
Go ahead.
That's Berkeley.
How much does the siphon help the teachers?
The stipend, how much does
How much
the
does it
stipend
help the teachers?
Well, I guess it could be different, by teacher and their family and their needs, but $2,000 could help. Grocery prices are higher now than they were 3 years ago, and gas prices, so I definitely think it could help our teachers.
And I think at one time, it's better than just monthly, because then
Right.
it kind of goes
You don't
away in
really
the
see
wash.
it. We're hoping that the governor picks up the tab next year, though.
Or build it in the MFP, that'd be even
Yeah.
nicer with everything.
That would be nice.
How long has he been picking it up? Like,
They've done it the last 3 years.
Yeah.
and before that, there wasn't none?
No, ma'am.
There's gotta be I feel like he's trying to go somewhere with this, right? I don't understand.
I'm gonna go attend the MFP task force on Thursday, so we're working to see if they can build this in at the state level, so that we don't have to fund it at the local.
Yeah, you're talking about some
Like,
people.
you're gonna keep doing it, why don't you just permanently put it, like you're gonna keep doing every year?
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense.
Well, some school
You make the
systems might
choice
go,
of
Starting, no, I do not know. We can probably
keep doing it that
Because
way.
they did it 3 times, I want to say in the last 6 years, they put permanent pay raises and they built it in the MFP. This one, they didn't want to do it.
Well,
But if
isn't
they
it-
build it, you have it.
Because his pay raises didn't pass for anything, like when we elected
Yeah.
the amendments. It's kind of like, I'm gonna show you, oh, sorry, I'm not supposed to say that out loud.
So I do have to show the state, the board minutes that we approve the stipend. So that's why this is a separate agenda. Next week will be the budget that we'll bring to y'all. But we wanted to know, how do we present the budget? Do we build the stipend into it or not? So that's why we put that on this agenda.
Motion.
Got a motion by Matt, second by Berg. Let's do a roll call.
All right, Mr. Fiskus?
yes.
Ms. Poulat?
Yes.
Dr. Walker?
Yes.
Mr. LeBlanc?
Yes.
Ms. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Schutz?
Yes.
Ms. Bajeron?
Yes.
Mr. Davidson?
Yes.
All right, agenda item number 7, consideration request to dissolve the bus driver job description and salary schedule. Barbara.
Hey, good evening.
Good evening.
So as you all know, or may not know, our last West Baton Rouge bus driver has retired. She was our last driver that was a WBR employee and not a DS bus employee. So we no longer employ bus drivers, and we no longer need the job description, as you all know, nor the salary schedule. So we are requesting for those 2 documents and items to be dissolved, as we won't be hiring our own bus drivers.
The Venero, need a motion.
Questions? Questions from the audience? Kind of sound like a
You had a
no-brainer.
question?
Why did it change?
So we contracted out bus
I didn't hear
drivers.
the
Yeah.
Years ago, we began using a vendor, a bus company that hires bus drivers who drive our kids to school. Years ago. But she was our last employee, so
Lots of history behind that.
for a long time. No one was fired, right.
I make a motion.
Doc motion, we got a second by Terry. Let's do a roll call.
Mr. Fiskus?
Yes.
Ms. Poulat?
Yes.
Dr. Walker?
Yes.
Mr. LeBlanc?
Yes.
Ms. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Schutz?
Yes.
Ms. Bajeron?
Yes.
Mr. Davidson?
Yes.
All right. Okay, need a motion to adjourn. Got a motion by Burke, second by Doc. All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed, motion carries. Thank y'all very much.
Thank you.
Education, academics.
All right, Miss Haley.
You're on.
Hot seat now.
These are quick.
Who's taking this place? I hope they know.
I can realize it.
All righty, I'm sorry, I don't have my cheats, and I wasn't here, so pardon me.
I got to see what we
Right
I
there.
think I'm gonna dispense with the roll call. Are we ready?
They better hope and pray
the plant stay there.
that they'll take a deficit spend on that part. Thinking they're gonna get.
Well, I'm waiting for it to come up. Okay. We're going to call this meeting of the Academics Committee. We're going to get started. Okay, we're going to dispense with the roll call.
The pledge.
Dispense with the pledge.
Sorry.
That's okay.
We have to do the roll call. I don't have my cheat sheet.
That's us here.
Okay, we're going to dispense with the pledge. Please do a roll call, Jessica, for us.
Mr. Fiskus?
Here.
Ms. Blunt?
Here.
Dr. Walker?
Here.
Mr. LeBlanc?
Here.
Ms. Evans?
Here.
Ms. Grace? Mr. Schutz?
Here.
Mr. Moranto? Ms. Badron? Here. Mr. Vanderpump?
Here.
Okay, our first agenda item is consideration of request for approval of revisions to policy GBCA, protection of criminal background information and related procedures. Ms. Barber?
Okay. So on the agenda is a proposed policy along with a corresponding procedure document. Okay, and this is all around how we as a district handle our criminal background information. So I think you all know Louisiana law requires every employee to submit fingerprints, and then those fingerprints go to the state police for a full background check. Okay, if there are felonies, then the person cannot be hired. So what you guys are actually voting on, we had an old outdated policy that was just, it was old, it was short, it didn't have the new law, the language of the new law per state police in it. So everything that you see underlined is new. So because of the audit and because they oversee that law, we have to make sure our policy, GBCA, is aligned. And I can give you guys just a quick overview of what this new language is requiring of us. I won't read it, but I'm going to hit the high points. So we are saying that we will comply with all state and federal guidelines and laws around how we handle our criminal background information. We are saying that we will have an internal procedure document.
That's this.
Yes. That there are certain individuals in our office in the HR department, along with Superintendent Smith, who can review criminal background information. And if any of us would happen to be arrested, we could lose our rights to having that access for future employees. So we are agreeing to all of that. We are saying that we allow the state police to come and audit us, that we're going to keep a current list of those who have access to criminal history information. We agree to being trained. We have to do a training, an online training once a year. It's me, my HR staff, and Dr. Smith. We are agreeing that the HR director will assist all new employees with setting up a fingerprint check, giving them all the instructions they need, and that those results come to me, and that if there is some kind of offense on that report, I will work with that individual to gather necessary court documents and see if that person is or is not employable. So we're saying all of those things are going to happen. We're also saying all of these records are going to be housed in a locked vault in our office, which they are. We just had to kind of tighten up some of the language. We're saying that I or HR or superintendent will never share results that come directly to us. We are agreeing that any breach of information or any kind of security violation would have to be reported to the state police within 24 hours. And last but not least, if there is a criminal history report that comes to me for an applicant that we end up not hiring, we would shred that information. So that's really it in a nutshell. We had a lot of this in place, but the audit just said, let's tighten it up, let's bring the full-blown policy, let's update your procedures document. And when I said we were doing this tonight, they allowed us to go ahead and pass our audit. So all we have to do is have you guys say yes to this.
Okay.
Are there questions?
Are there any questions, board members?
Motion.
Second. As the public.
I know, I'm looking at them. I'm sorry, I didn't say. Are there any questions in the audience? Okay, sorry. We have a motion by Alden, second by Blue.
Mr. Fiskus?
Yes.
Ms. Blunt?
Yes.
Dr. Walker?
Yes.
Mr. LeBlanc?
Yes.
Ms. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Schutz?
Yes.
Ms. Badron?
Did you say Basil? Yeah. I was listening, but I was like,
Yes.
Got it.
Okay. Thank you. I like that shirt.
Thank you very much.
I wasn't looking at it before now, but it's really
okay.
pretty.
Academic, not fashion.
Okay. All righty, and our second agenda item is consideration of additions to the student handbook based on the 2026 legislative session. Ms. Lou.
Good evening, how are y'all?
Good evening, Tim.
Thank you.
All right, so we had a few updates come through legislation late that, of course, it was all after our student handbook was done. So we did put these in here. It's Act 782, which Miss Jessica's handing out to y'all at the moment. That one is in regards to School Threat and Accountability, Safety Accountability Act. It deals with menacing, anybody who's menacing a school, what the consequences are for that, what the consequences are for the juvenile offender, what the consequences are potentially for the parents of that child. So all of that verbiage is in here. It's not a change to the handbook, it's just an addition because this act came through after handbook was printed. So it has the policies listed that changes, as far as student code of conduct, discipline, school safety and such is listed at the end of this. So it's quite a bit of verbiage in it for you to look over, but it's everything that comes directly from that act.
So will this be dismissed to the parents?
It already has been.
Online
yes.
or
So,
paper?
no, we sent home a paper copy. Actually, according to the legislature, this is something that has to go in front of every student, and the parent it has to be brought home to the parent. The parent has to sign that they discussed it with the child. It's both acts, so I didn't get to the second one yet.
Sorry.
The second act is Act 619, which is also known as the Ivy Daniels Act, and that deals with AI and creating images, the possession, the dissemination, sale of improper images created by artificial intelligence. If you remember, there was a case down in the southern parishes, even south of us, where they had created an AI image of a child, or it was her head on a body, and they disseminated across campus of school, and therefore that's where this act came from. So it gives, it talks about using AI and the consequences of that. So on first day of school, all the schools prior to school opened, because we had it right before, it came 2 days before.
Right.
So myself and Mr. Palermo, who's safety and security coordinator, went to each and every school, talked to every principal, handed them this act, and then all of the implementation guide that needed to be gone over at the very beginning of the school year by every teacher in the homeroom classes. It was a form that had to be taken home. It had to be signed by both the parent that said that they reviewed this information they reviewed it with their child, and then it had to be returned to school. So that is being collected by each school at this time. So it did make them aware.
We had 5 days to get this out per statute, so we didn't have much time to act.
How much time do you have to get it back? To make sure that, the only reason I'm
Probably still
whatever
getting
person
it.
doesn't sign it, then something
Right.
happens.
Well,
and,
Right.
and that's one of the things that we're fighting. Obviously, this will be something that's put in the handbook, so then it will automatically be signed next year when they do the annual registration. When they sign off on the handbook, it'll already be in there, so that will help. You know how it is tracking down papers. So,
Right.
we're giving the schools some time, because it's still the first, we're only on day 4. So we're giving them some time, and obviously we're gonna continue to send them home and we're gonna have to collect one from every student, just like we have to collect student handbook pages. We're still kind of struggling with that because we have some parents that just do not wanna do it online, which it saves a ton of paper.
Right.
I don't know about anybody else, but I had 5 children, and when they come home on day 1 with all those packets of papers, I might as well sit down for about a 3-hour evening, and it's filling the same thing out on every single paper. It's just changing my child's name and birthday.
Yeah.
So it helps tremendously when you can just click through and, go through all of that stuff, and all the links are right there, but we have some people just dragging their feet. We did leave online registration open, so that they continue to do the annual enrollment of that, but we still have quite a few parents that have not done that, so we're really getting the schools to push that. So, we're gonna have to continue to track this paper as well.
It's a little hard when the legislature approves something in the summer, and we have an August 1 implementation. So we have like this half a month time period to get it out. Plus, the attorneys usually review things in forethought before we roll it out. So it's like, this one was like 2 days is what we had to get, and I'm thankful.
The State Department.
Right, the State Department released it to us the Tuesday before Thursday when the kids came back. So it was a lot, but they did a great job putting it all together and getting it out to the schools. We had to go a little old school with it, with paper copies, but it's okay.
And then the final thing on here, which is the last page, it's just an update on the AUP, which has to deal with the technology. Obviously, you know, as the years progress, our kids get more and more savvy. They learn how to get around the proxies, the filters. They figure out how to unblock things. So this is additional verbiage on, you know, that it is not legal for them to do, and it is, you know, they can receive a consequence for continuing to do that. You know, you put the challenge in front of them, somebody figures it out, and they pass it on quickly. So this is just, you know, this is not new, this is just additional information to put in the AUP to help cover us.
This is part of our handbook with the acceptable use policy, so.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we have any questions on the board? In the audience, are there any questions?
For the AI thing, is it online at all, or are they all only doing paper at the moment?
We're only doing paper at the moment, because literally the State Department gave it to us. We didn't even have time to get it online.
I guess my son had to give it to me.
Gotten it at home, yeah.
Well, I can promise you it was given to every school, like my own daughter brought it home, and then I stood there at the counter, and she's like, do you really think I'd do that? I said, it doesn't matter. I'm signing this paper that said I discussed it with you. I passed it out to everybody, so ask, because they came home. So if you got any beginning of the year papers, it should have been in there.
We'll follow up with Ms. Farthing.
Yep, we will.
Yeah, we will. Did you receive it? Okay, good.
Well, my wife received it. Matter of fact, my daughter came home today with some paperwork for her to sign.
You're the only one with kids on the boards. Well, you have one, but I have. And you only have one left in school.
So yes, I have one left.
You only have one left, right. Well, I'm sorry.
Motion.
We have a motion by Matt and a second by Dr. Walker.
All right.
Roll call,
Mr.
please.
Fiskus?
Yes.
Ms. Gulott?
Yes.
Dr. Walker?
Yes.
Mr. LeBlanc?
Yes.
Ms. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Schutz?
Yes.
Ms. Bajon?
Yes.
Mr. Vanderpump?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay,
Ms. Luke.
and our third agenda item is consideration to update the lead speech therapist and speech therapist job description. Ms. Supple?
Good afternoon, good evening. Mine is really quick. Adjustment to the job descriptions for the speech therapist and the lead speech therapist. We're just changing who's evaluating the speech therapist. So Amanda Raymond, who is our lead speech therapist, will now do the evaluations for, if y'all approve, for the speech therapist. Our principals are gonna be very excited, and believe it or not, our speech therapists are gonna be very excited also.
Okay. All right, are there any questions by the board? Any questions by the audience? Okay, now we'll do a roll
Motion.
call. Oh, sorry. I was doing so well. A motion by Dr. Walker and a second by,
Me?
how about Ms. Evans?
Ms. Evans, okay. Mr. Fiskus?
Yes.
Ms. Gulott?
Yes.
Dr. Walker?
Yes.
Mr. LeBlanc?
Yep.
Ms. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Schutz?
Yes.
Ms. Bajon?
Yes.
Mr. Vanderpump?
Yes.
Okay, now, any motions to adjourn? Terry?
Go.
Followed by Alden. Did I do that right? Woo-hoo!
All in favor?
You got that right.
All right, not bad. 6:24.
I just need more.
Well, I just have my
That's
cheat
it.
sheet. I usually
You
know
can
and
borrow
I
my Robert's
study.
Rules handbook from Chandler.
I'm not